Yeah, baby, ladies and gentlemen, let's go. Let's go. Hey, this is your playground guy, Johnny Juan Ortiz, here on the Childlike Faith Podcast. And my question for you today is, what if God, listen to me, Linda. What if God gave you more influence tomorrow? Tomorrow, would you be ready for it? Would you? I don't know, guys. Hey, listen, Christian entrepreneurs, I want to go ahead and get all up in your business. We've got an event to go to here in the next 20, 30 minutes, so I'm going to try to keep this short, sweet, and simple, guys. But I want to ask you a question, and it may make you a little uncomfortable, but you've been praying for it. Yeah, you've been praying for it. I know you have. I have. More clients, more revenue, more opportunity, more influence, a bigger platform, maybe even a bigger business. But what if God gave it to you tomorrow? Would your character be able to handle it? Would your character and your systems be ready? Would your message be ready? Would your relationships be ready? But because maybe the question is simply really this: what if, right? What if God, right? When you are going to bless, the question is, when are you going to bless what I'm building? And I get it, guys, because I've been asking me that same question. So welcome. Hey, welcome to the Childlike Faith Podcast. This is the Christian Entrepreneurs Podcast for all you, brought to you by the Fun Life Coaching. Here on the Childlike Faith Podcast, this is for that Christian entrepreneur who wants to grow and scale their business so that you can achieve the financial freedom you're looking for without sacrificing your time, your family, your faith, or your joy. So are you? Am I becoming the person God can trust to lead this big thing, this big venture? Because cool kids, here's the thing. I want to welcome you to something new. I want to welcome you to something that we've been working on. And it hasn't been just a few days or weeks. It's been months, years even. It's been 8 years in the making. And I didn't really notice that this was happening or even taking place, but it has. And so today on something to smile about, Small Business Saturday, we're going to share that with you, and hopefully you come along, because I don't want everybody. Ideally, we want about 10. Ideally, we want about 12. Minimum of 8 people, entrepreneurs, business owners, professionals, financial advisors, realtors, somebody, right, that wants to have a bigger kingdom influence. And so for the Kingdom Influence series, we're going to be looking at something, because I've unknowingly been building this for years, guys. And so part one is, here's the thing: success just isn't about money. Now, don't misunderstand me. I get it. I want Christian entrepreneurs to prosper just as much as the next guy. I want you to make money. I want you to be able to create jobs. I want you to be able to build businesses and give generously and fund ministries and take vacations and pay off your houses and pay off your cars and send your kids to college and order the guacamole without checking whether if it's extra or not. You know, that really thick chili con queso. You know what I'm talking about. So here's the thing, guys. But money isn't the finish line either. It's not. Money isn't the enemy, because I've met people with money who don't have influence. They don't. I've met people with followers who don't have any trust. People with titles who don't have leadership. Oh, you know who I'm talking about. And we've had people with enormous dreams. We've talked to them who haven't developed the person required to be able to carry them. And that's where this series comes in, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just share this with you, because here's the thing. Maybe you've been praying for a sign. Maybe you're that Gideon out there. But somebody listening today once had a dream. You did. I know you did. But maybe you've buried it. You wanted to start the business, write the book, become the coach, speak on stages, build the organization, maybe even lead a team or put in for that promotion and make enough money that generosity became really, really fun. Oh, my goodness. But life happened. Rejection happened. Divorce happened. I mean, things that were outside of your control, right? Failure, kids, careers, fear stepped into the picture. And somewhere between someday and I've got responsibilities, the dream got quieter. It just did. But it never completely disappeared. And I'm talking to you guys. Here's the thing. And maybe you're listening today thinking, Johnny, you don't understand. Years ago, somebody even spoke something over my life, and I believe God had something bigger for me. But let me tell you, he still does. If he started that dream, if he gave you the dream, if he gave you that vision, guys, I know he's going to be able to do it. Maybe the dream doesn't need a funeral. Maybe it just needs a resurrection. I'm telling you, here's what I've learned. You ready? Here's what I've learned. We're constantly asking God for more. Yes or yes. But what if more isn't the first answer? What if the first answer is become? Right? Become more clear, become more courageous, more faithful, more relational, more aware, more influential. Guys, more trustworthy, more legacy minded. Guys, I'm telling you. Because here's the thing. There is something far more important than building a business capable of generating 7 figures. There is. I know it sounds sacrilegious, but what if you became the person capable of stewarding those 7 figures? I mean, just what if? I know 7 figures sounds a lot, and we completely bypass 6 figures. But here's the thing: if we shoot for 6, we may end up at 5. But if we shoot for 7, we'll more than likely end up at 6. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and skip that step, right? So here's the thing: become the person who has something worth saying when you get it. There's something more important than getting into the room, right? Become the person who adds value once you get there. That's what we were talking about yesterday in the Toastmasters Roast Toasters. And I'm telling you guys, this message is brought to you by Toastmasters.org. Go to Toastmasters.org, put in your zip code, and find a club near you. You're going to want to join. You're going to want to go out there and join your most clearest Toastmasters group. But here's the thing, guys. Once you find your voice, once you understand the power of your voice, you will never look back. You'll never be the same again. Because here's the thing. For the next 8 weeks, we're going to be doing something together. We're going to be, every week is going to be building upon itself, right? Number one, here, I'll go ahead and share my screen and show it with you. Let me see if I can put it up there really fast. There we go. Here's the thing, guys. We're going to be doing this, and I want you to come along. It's only 8 weeks, guys. 8 weeks is going to come and go whether you do it or not. But I want you to hang out with me. I want you to come and be part of this, because for the next 8 weeks, we're going to uncover a lot of things. We're going to look at your calling, right? We're going to help you find that voice. And what are you here to say? What are you here to solve, serve, and build? We're going to look at the courage that it's going to take to help you find your freedom and what fear has been making decisions for you. We're going to look at faith, guys. Faith is a big component to this thing. And we're going to show you how to kill the giant, how to have the faith like David did. Because what if your greatest obstacle is revealing what God has already developed inside of you? Week 4, we're going to look at relationships, the power of who, from Bob Bodine. What has God, who has God already placed in your life around you? We're going to look at that opportunity. Maybe this one's not the greatest thing. Let me share with you this screen here. There we go. That's a better view of it. So here's the thing, guys. What if that way you can look at it? Here's the thing, the power of who. Week 5, we're going to look at the opportunity. Look for opportunity. Can you recognize the doors when they open? Number 6, we're going to be looking at influence. We're going to build the champions. We're not looking for customers. We're looking for champions. Someone that's going to carry your message, carry your gospel, so to speak. Number 7, we're going to look at the reputation. Become the person people want to recommend. And what does your name mean when you're not in the room? And finally, guys, we're going to look at not just leaving a legacy. We're going to look at living a legacy. Build something bigger than your business, and what remains when the business isn't the story anymore. We're going to look at your calling, the courage, the faith, the relationships, opportunity. You start to look at all of this, guys, and we're going to walk you through all 8 together. So here's the infomercial break. Are you ready? Let me see if I can put this up there really fast. The infomercial break. This message to you is brought to you today by the Fun Life Coaching. Fun Life Coaching, guys. Here's the thing, guys. We help Christian entrepreneurs turn their calling into clarity, clarity into action, and action into influence, and influence into impact. And maybe you've been listening to these episodes thinking, Johnny, I don't need another podcast. I need somebody sitting across from me helping me apply all of this stuff. And that's exactly what coaching is for. So I want you to text the word coach or text the word Fun Life to 33777. And guys, we're going to be able to go through and help walk you through that process. Because here's the thing, guys, if you never step outside of your comfort zone, you're always going to be in the same place. And so I want to be able to make it fun for you to be able to go to that next level. We gamify everything around here in the Fun Life Coaching, and we found out really fast that fun really is serious business. And so that's what I want to help you walk through this, help talk you through this process. Because here's the thing, like it says right here in Ecclesiastes 4:12, a cord of 3 strands is not easily broken, guys. So we want 2 or 3 to come together. We really want 10, ideally 12, but we're trying to get to a minimum of 8, right? 8, my Fun Life Octopus Octavia over here, we always do things in 8. That's why we look at the 8 primary key motivators, right? We look at the 8 key habits of people's lives. We look at the 8 things that you have to really make sure, the 8 areas of your life that you have to make sure that are in sync with God, so that you can become the person that God wants to use and God can use. You become that conduit, that steward of God to be able to help the people around you. And so here's the thing. Here's my challenge for you. Ready? Don't just consume this series. I want you guys to participate in it. Every Saturday for 8 weeks, I'm going to be giving you something to think about, something to pray about, and something to do. Grab a notebook, and I want you to put kingdom influence all over this thing, because underneath it, I want you to write, who must I become to faithfully steward what God has asked me to do? What I'm asking God to give me. What is that for you? I mean, seriously, what is that for you guys? I don't know what it is, but here's the thing. What I do know, there we go. What I do know, guys, is that it's all up to me, right? If it is to be, it's up to me. God has already placed something inside of you, and I want to find just a small group of Christian entrepreneurs who hear this and immediately think, that's me. Pick me, coach. Pick me, coach. Not because you figured everything out. I wish that was the case, but it's not. But because you're willing to begin. You're willing to look foolish at the beginning. And if you believe that you're being called toward more impact, more influence, more business, more generosity, more purpose, I want to hear from you. So DM me the word kingdom. Don't send me your resume. I don't need your resume. Don't write 17 paragraphs. Just one word, kingdom. Just DM me the word kingdom, or you can text it to me at, you see the number down below, 903-570-0052. Go to johnnywan.com. You can message me there. You can DM me there, or you can just DM me on this recording. Or for those of you that get this on your email, reply to your email. Just say kingdom, and I'll personally tell you what we're building next, so that how you can become one of the first people to experience it. We're going to do a beta test. So we're going to be able to save you guys a lot of money, because when this thing works, we're going to record everything so you can get this on the recordings. And then we're going to put it into practice. We're going to actually launch it out. And guys, this is going to be that thing. Again, this has been coming together for over 8 years. And I unknowingly had been documenting everything. And it came together probably about 2-3 weeks ago. And so we've been cultivating, we've been nurturing and growing and putting Miracle Grow on this thing. And it's about beginning a transformational journey, because I've walked it. And I wish I could save you. That's my goal, is to save you the 8 years. My goal, this may be the sign that you've been praying for. And so my goal is to be able to answer that prayer. Now it's not lightning from heaven, but maybe it's simply the invitation to finally take that next faithful step. I mean, seriously, guys, just what is it? What if it is? So kingdom cool kids, all of you Christian coaches out there, speakers, authors, motivators, inspirational gurus, whatever you may call yourself, you don't have to see all 8 weeks. You don't have to know how the business ends. You don't need the book written yet. You don't need the website. You don't need 10,000 followers. You don't need to be a social media influencer. You just simply need to have faith. Faith the size of a grain of mustard seed, right? And so for the next step, and then the next step, and then these are baby steps. And so until someday you look backward and realize God wasn't simply building your business. He wasn't. He was building you. That's why why I love that scripture about that. God, eye has not seen nor ear heard, neither has it entered into the heart of man the things that God has prepared for you. And so God is not preparing the blessing for you. God's already prepared the blessing. God is preparing you. God's preparing you. And that, my friends, is something to smile about Saturday. So remember, don't just build a business, right? Build the person God can trust to lead. All right, guys, I did this as fast as I could. I've got a little event to go to here. Luckily, it's only about 10 minutes down the road. But listen, guys, have a blast. Have a great weekend. If you want access to these 8 weeks, we're not going to start it for another 2 or 3 weeks, but we definitely want to get it started pretty soon. And I want to help you be more, do more, and have more. And so here, as we talk about here on the Childlike Faith podcast, the main thing we want to do is help those Christian entrepreneurs to have that financial success that they're looking for without having to sacrifice their time, their family, their faith, or their joy. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Have a great weekend. Daniel Gomez, buenísimos días, mi amigo, my brother. Hey, guys, y'all be blessed. I'm out of here. Adios.